I'll be right back. I got to do something that I can't do on camera. See if you can figure out what it is. Excuse me. Sorry for coughing in the mic. Is it on? Trying to figure out the best place to put the mic. Brandon, does it sound as loud as yesterday? It was loud yesterday. My cat's playing. My cat's playing with my dog under the door. How y'all like the shirt? I made it myself. I'm just kidding. It was too small, so I had to cut the sleeves off. So the hair's not getting in the way of the mic, huh? Good. That's really good. How's everybody doing? Jim Eagle, 69, welcome in. I hope that you would stick around. Bearded Mowing Dad, I hope that you would stick around and talk to me. Brad, Born Again Matthew, where have you been, dude? The originals. Mosaic Jose, what's up, Tommy C? Welcome in. Red Mortano. Man, dude, how y'all doing? Hope that you would stick around. I'm the best live on TikTok. You're a part of an amazing community that will support you in all that you do. Alphalatro, did I say that right? Abyssal. John Wine. Harold Scaladar. Leslie. Randy Maxwell. Hi, what's up, Daniel? How you doing? Fagnar's in the house. Born Again Matthew, thanks for saying hi, brother. I'm glad that you stayed around long enough for my comment to reach you. I know it's on kind of a delay on your end. I've tested it time and time again. Great things are up. The vision is, I'm feeling very purposeful today. I use that word every day. But it's high, at an all-time high today. From Mississippi, what part? I'm from Olive Branch, Mississippi, South Haven. We call it Memphissippi, right? Okay, Ziggy. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. She don't want to be on camera. She's bashful. Alright, follow. Did he do? I don't know. She's just not good. Look. What does it mean? Tupelo? That's what's up. I've done a lot of work down there. Foundation repair. I hate those streets. You guys' streets suck. Bad roads. Bro, speaking of purposeful, I got a great update from my Davison partner about 45 minutes ago. Oh, dude, really? That's exciting. I'm still waiting on a. Are you with Sean Jones? That's my guy. Thanks for getting the likes off to a great start. I used to do music. I don't anymore because I use this content. I'm getting so charismatic and so on point with my message now that I keep my facial expressions in check and I don't do anything outrageous. And then in the future, yesterday I made like 65 videos of the live that I recorded yesterday. It was great. I stayed in flow the entire time. It was amazing. And I'm even getting better with the lighting. I'm getting good at this for TikTok. I gotta do. Thanks. I love it too, man. Just bought it and cut the sleeves off of it. How about that? Thanks for the follow, Chris Roberts. I want you guys to know, the 36 of you here, that I do these videos every day, and I do them to help people. Like, I'm not sitting here for attention. You'll hear me ramble and talk about so many things. I've talked about them plenty of times before, but I'm here to help you change your mind, because someone spoke life into me. I was a homeless drug addict. I was intravenously addicted to meth and heroin, living under a bridge and making horrible choices because I was a foundation repair foreman. I had a crew of 4 people, and I would stay up for days at a time. And what finally happened is I almost cut my thumb off with an angle grinder, and instead of firing me, my company sent me to rehab. And rehab didn't help. So it started me on this journey that I travel now. And I'll get more into it as the live goes along. But my life's purpose is to end homelessness and to revolutionize the addiction recovery industry. It is an industry. I want to make it not an industry. I want to make it a niche where you can start as an addict and end as recovered, right? Addiction has recovery, it has an end date. And it involves your vision. Your addiction recovery, it always involves your vision. Complete recovery is dependent on your vision of the future. That vision can be programmed by a 12-step program. 12-step programs work because they help you change your habits, but they also trap you. I've known people that have stayed in the program for 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, 8 years, and relapse all of a sudden. And I know why. It's because of the subconscious programs, their habits. Hope that you would stick around and learn some stuff. Comment down below if you gotta go. If you're here and you can be here, I want to know who's going to stick around, who's going to be a part of the community, who's going to speak in the comments. I have a moderator here. His name's Brandon. We're best friends. He lives in California. I live in Colorado. And we have a WhatsApp group full of people. Daniel's here. He's in the WhatsApp group. Dude, your English is getting so good, Daniel. And we are a growing community. You know what? I got an upper leg on Bill Wilson. You know what? You know how? Here's my upper leg. They didn't have the internet when the 12 steps were being formed and being spread out into the world. And I have the internet, and Co-Create Oneness is a network of coaches. So as soon as other coaches that are passionate about helping people recover from addiction find out about Co-Create Oneness, they'll want to be a part of the network. And soon, I give it 5 years, we will have a worldwide network of coaches willing to help anyone that is homeless, anyone that is addicted. And it will replace 12-step recovery. Why? Because it's personal power that we teach. What would you say is a better first step to the pathway to recovery? First step, we admit we're powerless over our addiction and our life is unmanageable. Or we commit to the daily pursuit of our own personal development, spiritual growth, and mental fortitude. Which one do you think sounds better? I think I'm going to add emotional intelligence. Personal growth, personal development, spiritual growth, mental fortitude, and emotional intelligence. What do you think? I would love to know your opinion. I have a 9-step process. I call it the Complete Recovery Blueprint. Why do I call it that? Because the Complete Recovery Blueprint, it's a step 1 to step 9 done. And it can be tailored to the individual. Blueprints, you can customize blueprints. And so if the goal is to build a house and you have the blueprint, you can customize the blueprint to build your own unique house. Your house is a reference to your vision. Your vision of the future. We all had one. I started using drugs because someone told me I wasn't good at singing, and it's the only thing that everyone always, my entire life, told me that I was good at. So as soon as American Idol told me no, I started doing drugs, like hardcore drugs, a few weeks later, experimenting, until I got hooked. And most of us, when we're addicted, we're numbing. We're numbing the problem. But there are drugs, legal drugs. Please do not report me. I get reported often. I'm not talking about anything illegal here. And I think that I'm beating with them with appeals because of the way that I deliver my message. First off, it's censored. We know what we're talking about, but we don't have, there's underage kids on here that don't need to know about it. Understood, TikTok. So I'll use code language, and I'm only referring to legal mushrooms. Lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga. Keep going, Danny. You got a lot of them. Dang, dude. There's a whole page dedicated to me, the brands that I endorse. Well, wait a minute. No, it's not. I just lied to you. It's not up yet. I'm still building it. Thanks for the follow. So I am a daily MD. Can we comment down below if you know what MD stands for? And if you put this picture image behind the word MD, you might know what I'm talking about. TikTok's shitty sometimes. They don't let me talk about it out loud. But I wear this shirt for a reason, and I have it tattooed on my arm for a reason. I used these things as a tool. Thank you. Welcome in, beautiful. My future wife is here, y'all. No. It's amazing what the internet can do with connection and community and helping you get in front of people that truly believe and support you in what you're doing. She's laughing. So, where was we? Okay, yeah. I use these things as a tool to better. Really? Thank you. That's why I grew it out. I'm growing it out longer too. I think as I add to my physique, watch this. I've never been able to do this. I didn't do it. I was titty dancing earlier when I had a pump. It was, never been able to do that. I was 130 pounds soaking wet as a drug addict. So I weigh 180 now, and I'm slimming down to 165. And right there when I get there, I might be doing lives with shirts off. You know what I mean? I want people to pay attention. Whatever I can do to get you to come back here and give me your attention so that I can help you understand why you're not where you want to be, that's my purpose. I'm not where I want to be, but I know my pathway, and I'm working every day to build the habits that I need to make sure that it manifests. Your vision of your dreams, they require the same thing. You cannot get to where you want to be until you develop the habits that'll get you there. On a brain scan, if you hook a human being up to a electroencephalograph and you monitor their brain activity, when they're performing an activity that they've done over and over and over, there's no consciousness. There's no activity. Now that's not a bad thing. The body is performing that activity. For instance, anybody ever driven a car and you're driving and you're talking to your friend and you're laughing and you're just having a good time, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, dude, my body's been driving for me for fucking 20 minutes. I've done it many, many times. Actually, as soon as I started understanding the neuroscience behind this, of your brain dropping in an alpha brainwave state when you do things that you've done thousands of times, like walking, riding a bike, driving a car, you think more clearly. I started using sleep hypnosis at night when I sleep, as in there's a playlist on my YouTube. Go to my YouTube, there's an open playlist called Sleep Hypnosis for Subconscious Reprogramming. For the past 3 years, since I was a drug addict living under a bridge, I played a Thomas Hall sleep hypnosis. It's called Ultimate Life Success. And he guides you into inception, or he guides you down the stairs where you're totally relaxed. And not only do I sleep like a baby, but I have no doubt that for the past 3 years, these ideas have become my behavior. Can I tell you something? What you think is what you do. How you think is what you do. And I say this very, very frequently, that you will always feel and behave the way that you think and speak. It's interconnected. But the cool thing is, speech is an expression of thought. So if you just change the way that you speak and you practice free will, which is choosing to do something no matter how you feel. If you practice free will and impeccable speech, you will always feel the way you need to feel to take the choices you need to make in order. You know you need to go to the gym to lose the weight, but you make excuses and you hit the snooze button. You know that you need another stream of revenue, but you choose to stay at this 50 an hour a week job and come home tired and drained and absolutely torn down where you don't want to do anything else. You choose to do that. Nothing trumps free will. I'm excited to be here too, Jeanette, because I've seen your progress, my friend. Let me speak on Jeanette a little bit. Jeanette is before you do. Everybody say hi to Jeanette. Tyler, thanks for the follow. Morgan, thanks for the follow. Thank you guys for being here. Stick around and learn. I promise you, for the past 3 years, my actions have proven that what I'm talking about is truth. That's why I do this every day. I'm changed. Jeanette has came when there's a lot between me and Jeanette. But now that we've been friends for so long, and I've gotten to see her come and go, in and out of the community that I'm building. And this has only happened 3 times in a year, so it's not a lot. This is not a negative thing. I hope it's not being taken like that. But Jeanette has grown so much. There's no words to express it. She's in the gym now. She's taking the choices. She's making the choices she needs to make and improving in a small increment. You'll experience burnout if you try to go from where you are now to doing the habits you would do if you had been doing this personal growth routine for 5-6 years. That's way up here. You cannot jump from down here to here. So if you're trying to build a gym habit, go to the gym every day and just be there. And that habit will turn into, maybe I need to get on the treadmill, bro. Maybe I need to do another set. You'll actually think, well, maybe I should download that app. It's only $20 a month. And the app will show you what exercises to use. And then you'll get as big as me. And the choices, understanding attitude while you're making the choices. You go into the gym, you're all pissy and moany, and I don't want to be here. I hate this. You're fucking going to give up. But if you go in there like, this is getting me closer to my fucking destiny. Fuck yeah, look at me, I'm a beast. I'm proud of you, bro. You know why this has helped me so much to be who I am? Because every time I do a live, I'm staring myself in the eyes, into the portal of my pupil, talking into the depths of my soul. My subconscious mind is responding. We're a team now. We're best friends. I am my best friend. I'm a lone wolf. I love being alone. I'm introverted as fuck anyways, but the introvertedness used to make me feel lonely. Comment down below if you feel lonely because you're so introverted. I would love to know how to help you with that. I would love to start creating content that'll help you take strides towards practicing extroverted introvertedness. It sure is attitude changing altitude, ain't it? We're building community here, my friends. So this is my community. Co-create oneness. We're just on WhatsApp right now in a group chat. But as soon as we reach 250 members, we're at like 75. Then when we reach 250 members, I'll pay for WhatsApp Premium. And we'll have an end-to-end encrypted. Not a lot of people don't believe in that, the end-to-end encrypted part. But we'll have a WhatsApp group where this can continue to grow. Because once you realize how powerful you are, and that you 5 years ago, you could help that person, you'll start wanting to help people. I've had people come into my WhatsApp group, not a coach, and choose to be a coach. It's amazing. Rachel Hilliard was my very first client. And now she is a certified, I'm not certified. She is a certified life coach. And she's a Reiki master. So it's like, and she quit methadone using what I'm teaching. Free will, vision, your vision. It's not me sitting up on a pedestal saying, hey, I got the perfect formula, follow it so you can recover. It's actually paint a vision for your future, become Picasso, start painting, and work on your fucking life. No one's going to hand it to you. I appreciate you, C5S Now. Thank you for being here. I've seen you before. Our shirts match. That's dope. Did you get it from Ross? I got mine from Ross. Thanks for the follow, Jim Boy. Amazing follows, dude. I got my other account to 40,000 followers. Go follow it. To those that have. It's a spirituality niche. I realize that my spirituality content isn't reaching the addiction recovery community where I need to be. And so I've made another account. And so here we are at 4,000, probably 100 now, and climbing. But it took, I'm not a very good content producer. I've got some good stuff. I get creative sometimes. But the follows that I get are from people following me from doing lives, because I do this every day. One, it's me practicing being a speaker and influencer, right? Which is everyday practice to get better. So that's me. So it's a win-win. And then the people that it helps is just the numbers are growing. I'm in the hundreds now with people that I've helped. And it's not me bragging. That's me saying, thank you, God, for giving my life purpose. I'm so happy and thankful that I can tell everybody that I do these things on a daily basis, and I do them as a tool to help me make better decisions and to help me think more creatively. And like, it's not the shame and guilt centered around doing them every day comes from society. It's up to you whether you do it and then get lazy and choose not to do anything. That's up to you. I don't do that. So I would say I'm proud to teach people that there are weapons and tools. There are weapons and tools. You want me to tell you a good one? Music. It's a good segue. Thanks for the follow. You guys don't be shy with the gifts and hearts, man. That helps me with the algorithm. If you're ready to give your fingers some exercise, get to tapping. I'm thankful that you're here and present. There's 20 of you that I have the full attention of. And I hope that I'm speaking directly into your soul, because this comes straight from my heart. All of this. Just a second. I'm getting good at holding them back. I haven't always been. So, one weapon and tool that nobody really thinks about is music. I don't want to get religious and I don't want to get off in left field, but there's a reason why Satan is considered the Lucifer. He's the angel of music. He was the leader of music. Okay. Well, now that he's the king down here, all this is referring to, I think, in my opinion, is the ego. But here's what I also see from this story that is given to us for passed down hundreds of years, is that music carries frequency. Frequency influences emotion. And words are creative. So when you put all three of those into a pot, what do you have? Let me give you an example. I used to love Joyner Lucas. I love Alice in Chains. I don't listen to their music anymore, and I especially don't sing along with it. Why? I know that changing the way I speak changed my life. refusing to complain, blame, or shame. And catch myself when I do and interrupt and say, hey, bro, that's what we're trying to fix. It has led to me having impeccable speech. Alice in Chains, not Dudes in Chains, dude. Alice in Chains is a grunge band from the 90s. Lane Staley, Jerry Cantrell. Anyways, when you combine, I'll give you, so Joyner Lucas, kind of feels like I'm dying on the inside. Kind of feels like I'm just trying to get by, and I've been this day. Who gives a fuck if you've been this way since day one? You have to pay very close attention to the lyrics of people's music. Understand what frequency it's coming from, because there's melancholic, there's sad, there's mood that comes from music. This is fact. When you combine it with lyric and you sing it repetitively, that's thought, that's programming. Oh, you spelled it wrong? Cool, dude. Then that means we're on the same page. I'm not so much worried about you taking this as one of your beliefs. But I'm telling you that it's a weapon or a tool. And believing this way changed my life. Because now, things are starting to happen for me. I invented a wheelchair. I got patent pending. About to be the only person on Amazon with this product. All these dreams and ideas are coming to me, and I don't just have the ideas now. I know how to take action. I know how to build the habits around what I need to do. Write every day, blog every day, build a website, I know what to do, because success leaves footprints, and I can follow the successes of other people that inspire me. And literally, someone spoke life into my soul. Jake Ducey was the first one. He had really long hair, just like me, and he was talking about manifestation, and he talked about how to pray to God. And that most people pray like this, please God, but try saying it like this: thank you, God, thank you, universe, for the large sums of money that flow to me quickly and easily through multiple sources. I get chill bumps every time I say it. I'm wonderfully thankful that I give my true gifts with love, and I'm wonderfully blessed financially. I fucked it up a little bit there. Look, dude, what you say and how you deliver it is the way that a magician wields his wand. If the emotion isn't behind it, the words aren't as powerful. If you can speak unconsciously, blankly, without intention. But when you speak with intention and emotion, like you do through music, it changes things. So I choose to listen to positive. I pay very close attention to the lyrics of the music that I listen to. If it's positive, I'll listen to it. I listen to a lot of Christian music now. I listen to NF. NF has a lot. Some of his outlooks I don't agree with, but if you sing along with it, you're programming yourself to feel that way. Why? Because you will always feel and behave the way that you think and speak. I choose to listen to 528 hertz, 417 hertz, binaural beats, meditation music, wind chimes, green noise, brown noise, white noise, music with affirmations on it. I follow this account on YouTube called Alpha Affirmations, and he's got this really deep voice, and he speaks with willpower. And it's just fucking good to listen to while you're working out and at different times of the day. You're going to feel like what you listen to. Anybody ever proven this to themselves? You ever been a little bit sad, but not all the way sad, and then hear a song and it makes you fucking start crying? It's because it amplifies the emotion that you're feeling. That's just like these things. These things right here heighten my senses. And they amplify the emotion at the time I'm feeling. So it still requires you to be emotionally intelligent. But here's the thing. You might not be able to control your thoughts. But you can control your words. You can't control your thoughts. Anybody had random thoughts? But you can control your words, and words are an expression of thought. Be mindful and use complete awareness with the things that come out of your mouth. True Cowboy, what's up? Welcome in. And I promise you, my friend, your life will begin to change. Do this exercise. If you got a pen and you came in here prepared, because I always give you stuff to do practically, I got some stuff for you. And then I wrote the first chapter in my book, and I want to share it with you to see what you think. Does that sound like a good way to segue? What did I say? Before the book? Fuck. Help me out. Somebody was listening better than me. Yeah, the practical exercise. So, I don't want to pull it out. If you want to get this book, it's like $30. I guess I'll pull it out so you can screenshot it. This is the book that started me on my personal growth journey 3 years ago. Jake Ducey, after I heard his content, he showed me that he was endorsed by Jack Canfield. I didn't know who Jack Canfield was, but he's a fucking chicken soup for the soul. 500 million copies sold worldwide. And he's also endorsed by Bob Proctor. And I was like, well, maybe I need to listen to this guy. He's younger than me. Thanks for sharing that, Mandy. You just did this? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so glad TikTok's helping me get in front of people that will support me. Addiction recovery's got it all wrong. Why cure something instantly that you can treat for a lifetime and make billions and billions of dollars out of? So I found my purpose. You know, in the very first few chapters, he helps you find your life's purpose. And I found mine through the experience that I had in rehab. When they told me, you'll be back with that attitude. I'd already been studying neuroscience and subconscious, like I already knew a little bit. I was a follower of the law of attraction. So I was already like, I'm looking at the text inside the book like, you shouldn't be reading this and chanting this. This is not true. We suffer from an incurable disease of body, mind, and spirit. That's not true. You shouldn't do that. Many of us have never known recovery without the basic text. That's in third person. If you read that off a laminated note card at every meeting, guess what? Many of us don't know recovery without the basic text. It's a programming brainwash of belief. And I understand it. I intend to help the entire world understand it. So, Jack Canfield, the success principles. My sign's been backwards the whole time. He's got an exercise in here that you can practically do. It's called 30 Things I Want to Do, 30 Things I Want to Be, and 30 Things I Want to Have. And I would like you to add 20 to 30 things that you want to learn. Because that's what I did. And it fucking made light bulbs go off in my head. I'm studying the stock market now. I know how to build websites now. I learned how to do a podcast and have 67 episodes. Got it from 0 to 20,000 downloads in a few months just from organic sharing. Like, you can learn to do things, and we live in this world of information where you can type shit on Google or on YouTube, and if you're just curious enough to sift through the bullshit and find the things that will teach you, you'll find it and you'll learn it. And I've done it over and over again. I was about to lie and give you a fake number, and I'm trying to stop doing that. Thanks for all the follows, guys. But yeah, dude, do that exercise. It'll take you 30 minutes. And then what you'll have is a vision. My list that I did from this... Do I still have it over here? I'm gonna get that tomorrow and bring it here. I'm gonna get it tomorrow and bring it here. I still have it. Most of my ideas, they've been worked on from that list, improved upon from that list. It is a great book, ain't it, Jay? Man, it's like, it's intelligent, it's witty, it's fun. It gives you caricatures and cartoons so it keep you entertained. It cracks jokes. It's so beautifully put together. No wonder it sold 50 million copies. Do what for 30 cents? Thanks for that comment, Timmy. So I was giving everybody a practical thing that you could do to paint your vision. A lot of people don't know what they want. They don't dream anymore, right? They're stuck in this life, and the key to your best life is a vision of the future. And it's definitely true for an addict. And a complete recovery comes when you paint a vision of the future and start working towards it. Because then you realize what's getting in the way of the vision and what you have to change. And it's easy to make the decision. So yeah, this practical exercise is a list of 30 things you want to do before you die. 30 things that you want to be. So that's different than do. Be is different than do. In order to be, you must do. But you can do these things and then be this. Like, so it is different. It took me a minute. It took me about an hour to do this exercise because I had to think so much. And then 30 things that you want to have. And that gives you the desire, a Greek word that means of the Father, meaning that if it's in your heart and you want it, you're allowed to have it. And there should be no shame or guilt from anyone or anything that tries to prevent you from having it. You should tread forward towards your desire. We'll come back to desire because desire can go in a negative way, right? Too much desire, right? But we'll come back to that. Yeah, it's a sort of a bucket list, yeah. But what it's going to do is it's going to show you the life you're living now as a slave to an employer, or just don't take what I'm telling you negative. It's the facts of the matter. Even me, right now, I get paid from the government for taking care of my mom, but I'm using that money to pay my bills while I build businesses. Like. It's not what's happening to you, but what you're choosing to do with what's happening to you. Peace and blessings, life lessons. Thanks for being here, and have a good day. Good time, and I will keep you posted on my way. I really appreciate you doing that. I want to know you. I want to know what you're going through. I want to know your goals, your vision, and what you're doing to get there. I'm literally here to help anyone willing to help themselves. You join my WhatsApp group. The link is on my page. We're a community. We love each other. We're very close to each other. Brandon Peoples, Kristen, I'm still waiting on you to join. We've got Marissa, we've got Shelly, we've got Stormy, we've got so many people that are close to each other from all over the world, and they started by not knowing each other, by being vulnerable, and they found my content, and I was able to communicate my vision, and it's growing. Now it's our vision. I don't mind if it's not Co-Create Oneness that replaces 12-Step Recovery. I just think that a network of coaches is the only thing that would be a viable solution for the program that has the monopoly on recovery. It works the way that it works because it's dogmatic and it brainwashes people. You have to go to 90 meetings in 90 days. And once you do, and you believe this way, the fear keeps you motivated. The book is blue. It helps you focus on everything you did wrong, and you repeatedly work the steps. The steps centered around shortcomings, fucking people over, and all that. Where does that keep your focus? I want you to do something right now. Look at something in your room and squint at it. What happens when you squint? Your focus increases, right? What you focus on expands. And if you're focused on all your shortcomings and you stay on that, that just leaves room and grounds for more shortcomings to be created. You don't have to keep your focus there. You can keep your focus on your vision and understand, I have to develop these habits. It involves personal growth. Yeah, it involves all kind of stuff that's Bible-matic. First off, I think the Bible was created by the Templars, which is now the Masonic Order. That's me. And why? Because his name's not Jesus, it's Yeshua. And there's so many mistranslations. And what better to change the teachings of a master, an ascended master, than to try to make people think that it has something to do with good and evil. Jesus, God incarnate, Yeshua, he came down and he showed the disciples how to heal, right? I hope I'm not, let's not like battle each other's religion. These are my subjective beliefs. But I believe that Jesus was teaching us that we are God. I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. That's a reference to consciousness. Check out the S-lips. Okay. What's up, follow? Thanks for the follow. Where's it at? I feel stuck with my life. Depression is eating me alive. I want to ask you, S-lip, to join my MD. Join, let me get my big head out of the way. Join this WhatsApp group right here. It's the first link on my page. And if you join there, I'm going to teach you some things that will help you battle depression. My mom suffers from depression. It helps her. I see the results every time she uses this thing I'm talking about that I can't fully discuss here. But that's why I want you to join the WhatsApp group. Not only, join both of them. There's 2 of them on there. One is a community that will support you and love on you at any time. You put your struggle in there, and if you can take words to describe what you're feeling inside, we've got many wordsmiths in there. Diamond Dave is one of them that will respond to your message almost instantly with wisdom, with love, with compassion. And that alone helps you feel better about your circumstances. I was alone when I started this journey, and I've been alone the entire time. And what has transmuted my loneliness into lone wolf is my vision and my habits. I can see the results. I'm monitoring them. I'm measuring them. My ability to speak and inspire, my body, my going to the gym, my meditation, and am I able to sit still? I'm monitoring every single thing. When I stutter, when I lose my train of thought. All of these things are things that I'm working on. And speaking on a TikTok live is a platform for a speaker. There's a lot of TikTokers that are on here for gifts and all kind of things. One day, I imagined myself in front of thousands of people with a microphone in my hand, influencing people with my story, showing people that it's possible for themselves. And in order to get there, I have to be able to develop habits around speaking. This is one of those pathways. No, yeah, thanks for that, Brandon. No one's here to judge you. I almost guarantee you, we've got people from Zambia, people from Ireland, people from Scotland, people from Canada, all across the states. Somewhere else in Africa. Where's Thondo from? We've got someone else in another part of Africa. But we're here to support everybody through their own mind. And your mind can be a prison, or it can be heaven. It can be paradise. The kingdom of heaven is within. Albert Einstein, do you live in a friendly or a hostile universe? Neville Goddard talks about the imagination being the land of heaven or hell. That the only way it can be manifested is through your own thoughts, because thinking and feeling is an interconnected loop. You're always going to think the way that you feel. And you're going to feel the way that you think. Well, how do you interrupt that? With your words. With your free will. Free will. Here's my definition of free will. Free will is using your ability to choose no matter how you feel. We all get lazy and burn out, and we all make excuses, and that's the mind. But you have a mind inside your heart, and it's called the subconscious mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy says you have within you a subconscious mind that is the dreamer of all dreams. It responds to only what you think and speak. It is the subjective part of your brain when your consciousness is your objective part of your brain. And when you realize, science actually proves that there's 40,000 sensory neurites inside your heart, meaning feeling brain cells that operate independently of your brain. So you actually have a brain in your heart that is motivated by what you choose to do. Thank you for that, Rose. Feeling. Neville Goddard says, feeling is the secret. Jesus himself says, if the two make peace in this one house, then you can say to the mountains, move away, and they will move away. That sounds like to me, he's saying, if your thoughts and feelings stop warring with each other, then you'll start acting right, and you'll start taking the actions needed. Your hands are the hands of the Almighty. God cannot work in your life unless actions from you are aligned with the imagination inside your mind. What you think and what you do has to be in alignment for God to work in your life. Unless these channels are open, He can't answer your prayers. The mind of man is the mouth of God. But you can't listen in beta consciousness. Can I tell you, you can't listen in beta consciousness. We're in beta consciousness right now. You're hearing a little bit, but I'm throwing you so much right now that your reticular activating system can only catch so much. But when you drive, when you meditate, when you do things to relax the body and make it fall asleep because it's got a mind of its own, when you're relaxed, in an alpha or theta brainwave state, you're susceptible to new ideas. You can think more creatively. You have weapons and tools. Thank you for the roses, my friend. Weapons and tools, my friend. You can use your subconscious mind as a weapon against yourself, or you can use it to program the... Subconscious mind is the seat of habit. It runs 95% of your life. So 95% of your life are your habits. As soon as you start to be aware of your habits and cultivate the desire to change those habits, that's when the suffering sets in. And you will prosper to the extent that you have sacrificed. And sacrifice equals suffering. So you have to realize, if I'm not sacrificing and suffering a little bit and doing things I don't want to do in the moment, but I know that they'll help me get to where I want to be, then I'm not going to experience the success that I want. Man, I stayed in flow for a minute. They kept coming to me and coming to me. It's great. I'm going to make like 150 videos out of this live. You start to understand what is in your way and how to get it out of your way. And most of the time, it's just yourself. You're the problem and the solution. So right now, for the past 2 years, my mom's been an amputee. And she's had so many different surgeries that's kept her from walking again. But now we're developing the habits. Sorry, man. I've had to watch her suffer, man. I know why a lot of people choose to put them in a nursing home, because they don't want to see them suffer. But I choose to take care of my mom, and I will for the rest of her life. I won't ever throw her away. But now that we practice stretching and walking every morning after I get home from the gym, she's rolling on that walker quick as a motherfucker with an above-knee prosthetic. And what started as a vision board in front of her that had a few pictures of her walking, a vision, of her walking again has led 2 years later to her walking again. Not only that, but her repeatedly falling down. Kristen, I love you, dude. You're such a beautiful person. She was consistently falling down when she would transfer from the wheelchair to the toilet. So what did I do? I invented a wheelchair that requires no standing up, that can roll over the toilet. And now it's patent pending and about to change the world. Can you imagine a chair that allows people that can't stand up to go to the bathroom without the help of someone else? Literally, that's what my chair does. And it's still collapsible. You can still collapse it. That's how smart I am. Fuck, dude. See, this is just me. This is more so a personal diary, my friends. I'm documenting, and I have been for the past 3 years, my journey to where I am and where I'm going. And although it's like a video journal, because this is me talking about all of my ideas, all of the things I'm pursuing, making myself vulnerable for people to attack me, making myself vulnerable to the opinions of other people. And that just shows me how unimportant that is to me. I'm literally here to change my life. I'm being selfish, and through that, it's starting to help people. And so I'm addicted now in a positive way. I'm addicted to my new behaviors. Samira's been following me for like 2 years now. So much progress, huh? It's working, man. It's working. I believe that the people that are following me now didn't follow me from a follow train. They're following me because they found my content. Why? Because I monitor it every day. So I pay attention to who follows me after they watch and like a video, right? I pay attention to how many followers I get after someone comments on a video. And that lets me know what to make more of. That lets me know I made a pretty good video. Do this again. It's a continuous journey of learning, growing, and evolving. I wish you would come back to the community. I know group chats suck for old people and baby boomers, but I'm just I'm just kidding, Sheila. Sheila Samira was like the 4th member of Co-Create Oneness. We miss you, though. See you, Kristen. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Call me later. Call me. Send me voice messages. You are one of the highlights of my day, getting to sit down and communicate with you. So please continue. I'm begging people to join my group, man. Join the group so we can love on you, so we can show you how amazing you are, so that we can give you purpose. Did you know once you start making other people feel better, you'll feel better yourself? Did you know that suffering ceases to be suffering the moment that it finds meaning? Did you know you can find meaning in being compassionate to others and helping other people get over their struggles? Did you know that the things you have overcome is a recipe for someone else to recover from the same problem? What you just experienced is a flow state. It happens all the time because of my habits. Although it seems to a lot of outside eyes that I'm sitting up on a pedestal, I'm only bragging in areas where I've seen myself grow tremendously. Thanks for those roses, man. You're helping me so much. Thank you so much. I want you to guys know. I'm a little dyslexic sometimes. Thank you so much. There are links to a PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. The money stays there. Any donations stay there until I can match. But I match in $100 increments. Here's why. I've got a vest and a lapel mic now for me and my guests, and I've got a few homeless people in Colorado Springs and Pueblo that I've been watching for a while. And I can tell they're addicted, and I know that I can change their life. And so I'm going to start by paying them $1 a minute to talk to me. And I'll let them know in the beginning that this is going to be very difficult for you, but I'll pay you $1 a minute to talk to me and answer my questions. The questions will be very difficult, but if you'll be open and honest with me, and be willing to share your story with my following, I can almost guarantee that in the next few weeks and months to come that you'll get off of the street and we'll help you fix your life. Because that's what Co-Create Oneness is. And this will be the start of my YouTube content. So if nobody donates, I've got the money myself. But I can't, you know what I mean? I'm trying to inspire a trend of giving. You can literally go give me $2 on Cash App from a debit card purchase, right? Like, it's really, really easy to donate $1 if you've got 3 minutes. So if you've been sitting here inspired and you're like, wow, man, the guy's making great points, I'm here to prove it to you in any way I can. And if you can let me know what would help me validate what I'm teaching for you so that it would influence you to act, together we are more powerful than we are solo. And if I'm doing all of this by myself and it's making an impact, imagine when I get 10 to 15 people together working on the same vision. We could start a podcast, put out episodes every day. If you got a team of people focused on the same goal, there's no stopping it. Elon Musk is a great example of that. Multiple companies. And he's just going to continue to buy more companies. And each one is the capital, the money that he needs to continue furthering his vision. I understand why I need money now. And I used to be hateful towards money and vindictive, or you know what I mean, like sour towards rich people. And I've reprogrammed all of that because I know that money is an exchange of value. And with more money, you can help more people. You don't think you could ever be that one with yourself? What, best friends with yourself? Thanks for the follow, Eddie Whidden. I got to remember how I set this up today. Maybe I'll just wear this shirt every day. No, this is working. The pink light. I've been doing blue light instead of pink light, and I haven't been turning that at the right angle to make the stars seem like they're shining. And so I'm just, it's all trial and error, baby. Keep on keeping on. My content's getting better because my lives are getting better. I don't have to create content or struggle to create content anymore. For months, I went without creating content because I went through a period of burnout where I was fucking sick of everybody making fun of me and attacking me. But eventually, I realized that those haters are what's going to be the fuel on the fire that ignites your virality. Like, keep hating, because keep duetting my videos with hate. Please, keep on doing it. Like, use me as an example of what you think is evil in the world. I don't give a fuck. Keep doing it. It's helping me spread the message. Faith without works is dead. Dude, dance in the rain. Dude, what'd you say earlier, dude? Say it again. Put it in the comments so people can say. Brandon texted me this morning because we're best friends. And he said, fuck, I can't remember. What'd you say, dog? You hate when it's he said random thought to start with, and I was like, all right, this is going to be good. And then he hit me with a hard one that stuck. I was like, wow. My only response was like, that's a good one, bro. That's a good ass random thought. You need to write that one down. When your life seems in a storm, let him comment all of it and I'll read it. Narrate that motherfucker. Dude, this one account, I want y'all to go, when I get off the live, y'all do me a favor and don't just go like the last 2 videos that I posted, but go leave your opinion for this person. It would help me out a lot. To help people realize that they're being a troll and that what they're saying is not true. Like, this guy actually came to me and it's like, you attack other people. He's saying that I tear down other people with my message, and that's not true. I've never attacked one solo person. I attacked 12-step recovery in the macro, but it's never directed towards one person. So his attachment to the program is what is shown. by him saying that. I don't tear other people down. My mission is to end homelessness. How the fuck do I tear people down? And he's so the videos you saw me were a response in frustration. But frustration is a powerful motivator if you use it right. Negative emotions can be transmuted into positive emotions. Tony Robbins taught me that in this book right here. Like, I can even show you right now. I'll read it to you. Frustration. Frustration can come from many avenues. Anytime, you see how many marks I got in it? Anytime we feel like we're surrounded by roadblocks in our lives where we are continuously putting our effort but not receiving rewards, we tend to feel the emotion of frustration. The message of frustration is an exciting signal. So in other words, I feel like I could get through to this person. I feel like I can do better than actually fighting with them. And so in response to them, my frustration caused me, I would really like your opinion to know if I reacted in a way that I shouldn't. I would like the opinion of other people. I don't believe I did. Yes, I was frustrated, and I think the points got across. But I was more frustrated at the attack of their words towards me that's not true. They're lying on my content. So, yeah, the other video I made was like, yeah, I'm not going to let you lie in my comments. I'm going to make a video response to every comment you have so that my followers will eventually find the video and fucking come and tell you the truth. Maybe help you see through a different lens. What's good, bud? How you doing, Rainey? 11:22, y'all. Synchronicity. I see them all the time, dude. 222s in the videos I watch, 444s. Let's talk about that real quick. If you guys see synchronicities often, or even if you don't see them often, when you do see them, I want you to take the time to Google it and read what it says. And here's what it's going to do for you. It's going to make you feel guided. It's going to help you feel... Anna! Welcome in, Anna. Where you been at? It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. It's going to make you feel guided. Like you're not alone in this world, even when you feel alone. When you see a synchronicity, a 444, and you Google it and you read what it means, it's peace. It's instant peace. And so now I don't even have to look them up because I know what each one of them means. Well, I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I know the gist. And I know that when you see a synchronicity, it's pretty much the message from the universe that you're on point and what you're doing is working. And also on the other end, for you to pay attention to the thoughts that you were just thinking. So that's what I do. When I see one, I immediately stop and recall what I was just going through in my mind or what I just said to my mom or anything. And I pay attention. Sometimes it's negative. I saw 222 last night after I just got done yelling at my mom. What's that tell me? You got work to do. Pay attention to that. Every time I yell at my mom, I feel like I'll remember that when she's gone from here. I don't think that she'll be gone from here for another 50 years, but when she is gone, I know I'll remember every one of those times. And each time I do that, I've been doing it for so long, it helps you see. She's frustrating, and we live two different lives. Not only that, but we did drugs together for so long that we treated each other a certain way. And your habits also involve your habits of how you treat people. So, I'll give you an example of my mom. My mom doesn't listen to me. She blinked when I try to tell her what's going on in my life, and I'm real excited. And this should be a moment where she's giving me the attention that I'm asking for, right? That's why your son comes to you and talks to you about the things that he's happy about and that he's proud about. It's for the attention. So when she ceases to give me that, it's because she hasn't for so long. It's a habit. So I don't hate her for it. I don't even feel bad about it for her. I just say, whatever, and go in another room. But I yell at her when I get frustrated. Anger and passion are two ends of the same stick. So if you yell, it's not always an expression of anger. You also yell out of frustration. You yell when you're passionate about what you're speaking about. And it's okay. You can evolve your anger. Do you know that anger helps you make better decisions with your personal growth? Do you know that, let's use Planet Fitness as an example with this point. Judgment-free zone. No critics. No egos. He's got signage all over the place. And then it's got a big lunk alarm that says, Ricky's slamming his weights wearing a tank top, drinking out of a gallon-sized bottle. What a lunk! I thought it's the judgment-free zone, you hypocritical bastards. Like, no, what they're doing is putting the wrong attitude into someone that should be in the gym. When you go to the gym, you should be focused on personal growth, and you should be angry, and like, that's the fire. If you go in there with no ego, you're not going to try hard, and you're going to be lazy, and you're going to do 5 reps, and you're going to do half-ass fucking set. I see so many consistent people in my gym that look the exact same way they looked 2 years ago. And I know why. I watch them. I don't say anything. I'm not judging them. But I watch these people do these half sets. They'll be on the forearm machine going like this. It's like, what kind of movement are you doing, bro? Like, there's no way that you think that that's getting you to where you want to go. It frustrates me. How do we feel about my username? Anyone offended? Clitter flicker. Not really. I've seen worse things on TikTok. I think that people getting offended is what's wrong with this world. It's one of the things that we need to snip in the butt. You shouldn't be offended about every fucking thing. Even if you disagree, you can disagree politely. And that's what I'm trying to scream at these people, these trolls on my comments and my videos. There are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have failed at 12-step recovery, and it does not work. What's that tell you? There's a larger percentage of people that need help than what your program is serving. So fuck you. Innovate. Get better. Figure out what's wrong. Actually, they know what's wrong, and they continue to do it. It's a part of the system. If you go to 90 meetings in 90 days, you develop habits that involve meetings. And when those habits are interrupted, you'll think about drugs again. Not only that, but that key tag you wear around so proudly, it's the reason why you have an anchor to the last time you used. And if you've ever relapsed, it's most of the time random. I relapsed a few times, once or twice. It was random, and it was when I had my guard down. And it was because I hadn't changed my habits. So, what's going for? It's all for laughs. Yeah, dude. I think it helps people laugh. It helps us dudes laugh, that's for sure. People are so goddamn offended all the time, man. Dude, I mean, look at my teeth. Look at my fucking teeth and my hair. It's greasy, right? I only wash it 3 times a week. Like, I don't give a fuck. I need an eyebrow wax. I'm missing some teeth. They're a little yellow. I have a filter on to make them look white. People will try so hard to bring you down to their level. And that fuels me. That lets me know I'm way, way, way up there. Thank you, little hippie. Thank you. Yeah, it lets me know I'm doing right. When they start hate, like sincere hate, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Touched that nerve, didn't I? Huh? Your teeth offend me, Dan. I love you, Brandon. TikTok is amazing at building community. Ashley, you're in here. I just saw your picture up there. Did you say hey and I didn't see you? I'm so sorry. See, I don't even know the number. I feel like it's in the hundreds. It's probably more close to 50 people that have been intentionally following me for 2.5 years. Sheila, Ashley, which is June and Nora's Adventures, Weird Cargo. I don't know if Steve-O's in here yet. Stephen Planky. Rachel Hilliard. It's that should speak to you. Like if you were me, I would love to know if that speaks to you. If you would say, damn, dude, continue to do what you're doing. Because that's what it says to me. That means that there are people here that were me or aren't anymore and can testify to that what I'm saying is true. It's like we are better together. We change the world together. You're new here, little hippie? What did I say that confused you? Where did I lose you at? And I'll help you. Did my message in chat go through? I don't know. What's up? I'm listening. I'm here. I'm attentive to the comments now. I get in these flow states when I hit these. That's the practice that I've tried to develop. It's speaking. It's inflection. It's cadence. It's study. And I'm getting good at it. But I'm paying attention to the comments. What was your question or your message? Ford Nation 5242. If you want to offend this generation, call it the snowflake generation. What do we call people that aren't millennial? What's the new generation? I don't even know. I would love to know. I used to make fun of my nephew for being a millennial, and little did I know I'm a millennial. I thought I was Generation Y. Turns out they turned Generation Y into millennial, and it's 1983 to 2003. I'm not sure, but yeah, dude. What's these little kids being born at 2022 known as? Yeah, wake up and leave the house. That's for sure, dude. You could look at the viral content around people's offended outbreaks and rants. And here's one. I follow a guy, not to hate on him, but because I'm trying to learn why he's got 293,000 followers. He's on MAT. He's on medically attristed. There's that dyslexia again. He's on medically assisted treatment, Suboxone. He makes content around it, and I've came up with a few conclusions. Not many yet, but here's what I do know. There is a large percent of the population on MAT. So when you have someone that's die-hard defending it, it's going viral because there's a lot of just hate around people on MAT. It's just the truth. It shouldn't be that way. I choose to use these things, but I don't judge people on MAT. But here's what I don't agree with. When you say that it's harmful behavior for someone to speak a certain way about MAT, fuck off. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. That's false. That's dogma. That's brainwash. Nothing trumps personal choice, my friend. So if you're choosing to do MAT, I can almost guarantee you're choosing it because it alters your mind a little bit, right? All right, same thing. Same thing for people that choose this way. But there's no one right way. Every way involves a change in habits. There's no one right way, one better way to recovery. But every way that involves recovery from addiction involved a change in your habits. It doesn't matter if you swapped doing drugs with going to meetings 5 days a week. Doesn't matter if you swapped the drugs you used to do with a similar substance, which is what MAT is. Let me tell you something, my friends. Suboxone is sold on the street because you can get high on it. All right? So are these. But this isn't addictive, and this can be done in moderation. So, I've seen junkies that I used to be intravenously use Suboxone. You're trading one problem for a synthetic version of the problem. And his argument is always that it's keeping him alive. No, my friend. You're viral on TikTok. You get an ego-driven boost every time somebody agrees with your content. There are many things keeping you alive right now, but it all involves a vision. But more power to him. He's gone viral from supporting Suboxone. So, guess what that does, though? Here's the side nobody's looking at. He could be better, but he won't be now because he's gone viral. Is that truth? Is he sucked in now? What if he just up and says, hey guys, I quit my Suboxone and I don't do it anymore? What would happen to him then? So it's just... Let's get going. Keep shining. See you, Goodwill, and thanks for saying bye. That means a lot to me that you say bye. That you stick around and say bye. Alabama born and raised, huh? I'm from the South. My channel, what do I teach? Thank you, little hippie, if you're still here. So, habit mastery, a word I can't say, and addiction recovery. I was a homeless drug addict. I was intravenously addicted to meth and heroin. And I changed my life by myself, by moving away from everyone that had an opinion of me and developing habits centered in personal growth that have 3 years later manifested multiple revenue streams for me. I'm living my best life with passion, purpose, and personal growth. We have stuff in common. Follow. Dang, you got 10,000. Keep shining, baby. Spread love, not hate. Hey, let me see. You got a scripture there. I love scripture. Scripture is subjective. Here's how I take scripture. I want to share this with you guys. My entire life, I felt like I was going to hell being a Christian. It's because of my attachment to the stories and the actual belief that they were real. Okay. The only time the story of Moses ever benefited me, I'm just using Moses as an example. The only time I ever got anything out of it is when I looked at the story and realized that you can apply this same story to your life. First off, Moses led his people out of Egypt. So Egypt's representing the land of darkness. And you got people chasing you. After you lead them out, they're chasing you, trying to go and capture you. So now you've got the enemy behind you, chasing you. And you wind up in front of a river, right? What the fuck are you going to do? You're fucked. But the story shows you what to do. Because the river represents fear and doubt. But Moses didn't go around. He didn't try to juke them. He went through the doubt and fear. The story of Jesus, I never really understood it. But when I look at him getting beat and not backing down on what he believed. He said he was in connection with the Father. Never did he say he was God. He said he's in connection with God. God being a word that we use to describe the consciousness of the universe. So I don't do the works the Father within me. The Father within me. I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. The kingdom of heaven is in the midst of you, in the center of you. So, but he never backed down, and he was beaten to death. That shows you that you got to stay vigilant with your vision, that you can't back down on what you believe at times. Beliefs can be changed, but if you're trying to accomplish something through the belief in yourself, backing down on that belief is not an option. And then when he's hung on the cross, I never understood really. I never really got the whole thing. Like, how did he ascend? Like, where did he go? But he tells you, first off, he's in between two thieves. That is symbolic. Two thieves Jesus is on the cross in between two thieves. Well, what robs you of your present moment? One thief represents the past because he denies Jesus. And the past will always deny you. But the other thief says, remember me when you get to paradise. But what's Jesus say? That's what you want to pay attention to. Now is the appointed time. Today, you will be with me in paradise. He didn't say, wait, bro, you got to die first. You got to take your last breath, travel to the light, through the cosmos, and eventually you'll wind up at the pearly gates. He said today, meaning that hell and heaven are a construct of where your mind is today. Anyways, I was doing something. 40:31. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up the wings like eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Ooh. So I want to hopefully understand my intention. I love that, and my intention is to help you see how to make this your future actions. How to get this scripture to influence. You probably say it already does, but let's throw a little fuel on the fire. Lord means law. Florence Scovel Shinn helped me learn this. She's pretty much the godfather of what we know about the law of attraction. Florence Scovel Shinn and Neville Goddard. Okay, her books are in the public domain, and in her book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, she helps you understand the scripture more fully by removing did it really happen or not and trying to find the story. Trying to see the subjective experience that can be experienced in your life. And she says that Lord, to understand scripture more fully, to replace Lord with law. So we know there are natural laws. The law of attraction, the law of compensation, meaning you will suffer to the you will suffer to the extent you prosper. The law of compensation, the law of rhythm, the law of gender, also polarity. The perpetual transmutation of energy, meaning that all of your lower emotions can be transmuted into higher emotions. As well as that, and it's irreversible. It's what's the word for it? Not irreversible, but it's you can take it and apply it to different things, and it's true in other realms. And so the law of averages, the law of attraction, the law of action. Did you know the law of attraction and the law of action are second to the law of vibration, which says everything moves and everything vibrates? So first, to be attracted to it, the action must be aligned with it. So you can't just affirm and think. That brings the action. Affirming and thinking work when they work because of your action. I haven't really read and studied Revelations, but I don't think it's so much a book of like when the world's going to end. Jordan Maxwell from the Gaia Network helped me understand that there is astrology all throughout the Bible. You know, when Moses worshipped the golden calf, when he came down from Mount Sinai with the Ten Commandments and they were worshiping a calf, that's a symbol for the age of Taurus. And when the Israelites blew the ram's horn, when the wall of Jericho fell down, that's the age of Aries. And when Jesus fed the masses with the two fish, what age is that? Pisces. All right, well, 4:4 in Revelation. 4:4, when you see the man carrying the pitcher of water, follow him into the city, for this is the signs of the coming of the end. It used to be translated world, but the actual meaning of the Hebrew word in that, it might not be Hebrew, Arabic word, I can't remember. It's Jordan Maxwell's the expert. It means age. So what that means is a man carrying the pitcher of water is the symbol for Aquarius. Why? Because women carried the water. That was not a man's job. So that's why when you see the man carrying the pitcher of water, this is a sign for the coming of the end of the age. Meaning we're moving out of Pisces and into Aquarius. Meaning that we're in the age of information and technology, where you can be scared of AI or you can realize a lot of great things can come from AI. Do you live in a friendly or a hostile universe? Is this how New Agers trick Christians into being deceived? Law of attraction is New Age. You can refer to me as a New Ager or not. My actions come from the way that I feel inside. And I know that to be true for everyone else. This helped me feel like I was going to hell. And thus I started using drugs. I felt shame and guilt from the things that were taught to me by the preachers and the pastors and the popes. And I started studying deeply into theology, realizing that the Pope's mitre that he wears on his head is a fish god called Dagon, and that it's actually ideas borrowed from paganism, you know. And when you think about how the Vikings intermingled with Saxons, it makes a lot of sense. When you start to understand that your beliefs come from other beliefs. But how do they inspire your action? She said, boom. The end as we know it is what it says. Yeah, as we know it, right? So, in other words, life is going to continue to continue. Life is going to continue to evolve. Consciousness is God. And guess who's the only conscious beings on the face of the planet? You might think that animals on an elephant's level, on an octopus's level, on a cat's level, sometimes I feel like that they have a little bit of consciousness, but they can't express their emotion with words. They can't speak things into existence. We are unique because we are the subjectifiers of the objective. I mean, we are the objectifiers of the subjective. Everything in your world was built first in someone's imagination. Our world functions because of ideas being manifested. Dolphins. Fuck yeah, I forgot to mention dolphins. Fuck yeah. That is idolatry. I'm going to mute you because I'm not here to fucking have a religious debate. Okay? I'll give you 5 minutes or you can like swipe up and realize this ain't the community for you. I don't know. I'm not here to argue about the beliefs. I said before I started going into it that this is my belief, my opinion. This is what drives my actions. For you to be even argumentative towards that shows your character. I'm not trying to get you to believe what I believe. I'm sharing it with my following because I'm a changed man and my actions show it. I'm not here to try and change your beliefs. I'm not here to argue with you about what you believe. No. Not you. I muted the person I was talking about. I'm not here to argue. Wide Awake 1984. There we go. You happy? That's who it was. If you guys really want to know. It's like, it's not idolatry. I don't agree with that. So yeah, I'm here with a specific reason to not to argue, not to debate. Some days debate. Yeah. Some days I'm here to debate because we have people that want to talk about addiction recovery. But God's a different thing. I believe that I am God, and I believe that you are God as well. I believe that the ability to be conscious is God. We are God. God can't work in this world without our ability. I and the Father are one. The Father's just greater than I. My desires come from the Father. My habits, the Father is the seed of my habits. I am in connection with my Creator at all times. That's what I believe. Did you know that your heart starts pumping blood? It starts beating in the 3rd week of pregnancy. And because of that heartbeat, it forms the rest of your body. Without that heartbeat, your body doesn't get formed. If there's complications with that heartbeat, that's a purpose for birth defects. But when you realize that your Creator literally lives in the center of your chest, that the kingdom of heaven is in the midst of you, it's so peaceful. It's so enlightening to feel guided. Why am I comfortable being alone? Because I'm guided. I'm connected to the Father within. I listen to Him. Thank you. Thank you. I'm only here to help people, man. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. You could say I'm at the peak of my dose. It helps me live a fuller life in connection with everyone around me. I'm nicer to the people that I love. I'm more polite to strangers. I do small things with intention. I did that before, but it's like I'm slowed down. I'm slow now. I'm not in such a rush to get from here to the grocery store and to rush through the store with my mom and not let her get the things that she wants. And it just, I know how to get better and that I am getting better. And it's a wonderful fucking feeling. You're awesome too, little hippie. The fact that we can sit here and believe, not me and you specifically, but anybody that believes a different way than what I believe, and you're still sitting here in my audience seeing the good, that is something that you want to pay attention to. If you've not believed with everything that I've said, but you're still sitting here, that means you see the light in my eyes. That means that you're inspired by the story, the truth that I tell. Change is uncomfortable. So before I end it today, I want to drive a point home that I drive home every single day. And it involves your handwriting. So I guess first I would like to know, out of the 18 of you here, is there anyone ambidextrous? That's literally 1% of the world. 77 million people maybe. That is ambidextrous. That can easily pick up the pen with both hands and write either way. Like it doesn't matter. For me, I can write with my right hand, but I'm not ambidextrous. It's taken me practice, and it was really hard. What's up, Terry? Thank you for saying hi. You are? That's amazing. All right, so this point might not be as powerful for you, but maybe you can understand where it's coming from. Most people write with their dominant hand because they've done it thousands and thousands of times. Thousands of times. It's become comfortable. When you first started practicing, it might have been uncomfortable. As a kid, you didn't do it good. But with practice, you got better. If anyone not ambidextrous tries to put the pen in the other hand, it's fucking uncomfortable. It sucks. Try to imagine making yourself write an entire page with your opposite hand. Do you imagine how uncomfortable that would be? The entire time your brain would be screaming at you to put the pen in the other hand. But that's because it's not a habit. So once you realize that the gym, meditating, writing, journaling, writing a book, building a business, all of these things, when you realize all of the uncomfortability is there because the habits haven't formed yet, then you know what you've got to continue to do. Keep on trucking. Keep on building the habits. Eventually, the neuroplasticity will wire together. And those brain cells, brain cell A going to the gym, brain cell B trying your absolute hardest. They wire together enough, You now have a good habit of trying your absolute hardest at the gym with the right attitude. Brain cell A, driving a car. Brain cell B, thinking about how you can improve your life. Wire those together. It's like you could use this analogy with anything in your life. Brain cells that fire together wire together. And as you build neuroplasticity with your habits in your life, they will ensure your success. Heather Ray Love, thank you for connecting with me. Remind me how we connected. Did you comment or were you here live yesterday? Oh, you were, because you're top 12. Fuck yeah. We are, yeah, I believe that we are God. That here's why I say that. Consciousness is God. Can you name me another animal that's conscious? That can recognize itself in the mirror? We're unique. Everything in our world is built by human hands. That means all the magical work that God has done, He's done it through human ability. Or she. Not being strange because I'm the kid enough to be your grandma. Ah, hey, I got a few gifts in my life. I'll let you figure that one out with Google or something. Yeah, dude, I'm attracted to older women, actually. I'm also attracted to this one specific person that supports me in everything and I do. And her name's Kristen. And I have really high hopes. Like, since she's gone now, I can talk about it, but she was in here earlier. Her name's Tune In Kristen. We talk every day. And I've done that with a lot of women over the past few years. I've widened my options to not, first off, I'm introverted as fuck. And so I just don't see myself going up to anybody while I'm in the few things that I do, go to the gym. I don't go anywhere. So I can use those excuses as a crutch to say, I'm looking for love through words, through communication. And that's what me and this girl have. Daily communication, in depth. Like, I know things about her that she probably hasn't told many people. And I for her. And it's cultivating a trust that I will never break. And that's one of my inner desires. To fall in love and bring love to each other. Like, to decide, all right, you want to move here with me? Are we in love enough for you to move here and be with me? It's kind of like what I want. And she's already voiced that she's willing to do that if enough love is cultivated. So 34, single, no kids, never married. And I think it's because I've been saving myself for the perfect woman for me. I hope you get everything that you desire too, my friend. Thank you guys. An audience of 18 for more than 2 hours. That's results. I'm really getting good at this. I believe in myself for the first time ever, man. And people are starting to let me know in comments and testimonials and in reviews that I'm helping. And what's even more beautiful is I understand why I'm helping. It's because I'm teaching things that can be practical, that are truthful. It's the harsh truth. Thank you so much, little hippie. You're so amazing. Thank you. It's the harsh truth, but it's a truth that many people, especially everybody here, is willing to hear. Amen. Imposter syndrome is not a part of my life anymore. I actually believe in what I'm capable of. I'm comfortable authentically being me with ugly ass tattoos all over my body and a grill that needs to be fixed by a dentist. I'm okay with that. Because I'm a work in progress. And I can't wait to look back at 35 when I'm 40. Because when I'm 40, I'll have 8 digits, and I'll be making an impact worldwide. But yeah, dude, that's all I got for today. 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm here from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's Mountain Time. If you're in the East, join me every single day at noon. If you're in the center, that's going to be 11 a.m. And if you're on the Pacific coast, I always call it Pacific coast. If you're on the Pacific in Cali and whatnot, it's 9 a.m. and I'm here every day. Some days I'm 15 minutes late, but I hope that you would come back a few times a week, and when you do, bring somebody important to you, because I'll be preaching the same message centered around personal power and how to wake up to it. How to start making the decisions you know you're able to make, but that you don't feel like making in the present moment. I can teach you how to feel like it in that present moment. It paused on me. I love you, Anna. Thank you for supporting me all of this year. Awesome, Evin. Evin? Help me out. Can you give me a dictionary spelling of your name so I can pronounce it right? Phantom, welcome in. I'm just now about to sign off. Evian. Okay. You guys are full of amazing, unlimited potential. And you have gifts that this world is waiting to benefit from. Start giving those gifts. Make it your mission to spread love and light. That's the motto. Spread love and light. I love you. You're amazing. And I hope that you have an equally amazing day. See you guys.